really want to know, then come on, let's go. Take a stroll down those...
Let's talk a little bit about our X factor for this game. What do you have as your X factor in this game that's going to help West Virginia to get this win on Saturday?
You just mentioned it. I think if our offense plays well, I think that's going to be pretty much the deciding factor in this week's game. Like you said, I think 28 should do it. Anything above that, I think if they get that, they should be victorious on Saturday.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. For me, I usually go with a unit or a player, but I wanted to go more of a intangible aspect for my X factor this week. I think that the X factor is going to be West Virginia's demeanor, really, in this one. Their attitude and their focus for this game, because much like when you come off an emotional loss or a close loss, a team can beat you 2 weeks in a row, if in that type of scenario. But I also feel like that's kind of the same scenario you can look at in when you have an emotional win in a close game. So it can really drain you as well and cause you to come out maybe a little flat in the following week. So West Virginia needs to avoid trying to do that and stay focused, practice hard for this game, and not let the emotions from last week bleed over into this one and cause them to come out flat early, because if they come out flat early, TCU hangs with them long enough. That's how teams build confidence, and that's how upsets occur. So I think this game, to me, is more about West Virginia and how they respond following a big win than it is about TCU. It's more about West Virginia and how they look, I think. Would you agree with that?
I would definitely agree with that, absolutely.
Right on. So having said that and discussed a little bit of the matchups and talked about our X factors, let's go ahead and get into our predictions for this one. Steven, you want to take it first?
I've been struggling with this one as well, man. I'm going to say we score, like I said, about 35. I don't think our defense allows them to score over 14 points if they get that much. I think we win it pretty handily on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Like I said in my X Factor, I think that West Virginia may come out a little slow early, but I think they have enough to pull away, and get it together. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But I think having the game at home is a big advantage. It's probably going to be a good crowd following such a big win over Texas. It's a noon kickoff, but I think that this is not a bad time of year for a noon kickoff, actually. So I've got West Virginia, right along those lines, as well as I have WVU winning at 35-17. So that's a little bit of a preview of the upcoming game against TCU. If we failed to mention, that's going to be a noon kick, and that's going to be televised on Fox Sports 1. So 3 games left for West Virginia. This is one of 2 home games left, so hopefully they get a good crowd for this one. It's going to be the true blue game, so if you're going there, wear blue. Hopefully all the fans there be in blue and have that stadium looking good.